Yo, YouTube, this is the GreyWolfVino and I'm back again. And this is with a Legacy of the Valiant card Wishlist Part 2. Part 1 went really successful. A lot of views, a lot of likes. I thank you guys for the support. And here we go, Part 2. The reason why there's Part 2 is because a couple new cards are coming out. And it's still the Japanese list, so these aren't the official names of the cards, but most of the cards are going to transfer over. The first card on the list is Release Reverse Burst. See that picture of, I forget the name of that card. Baby Dragon, there it is. And it says, tribute one Utopia monster and destroy all set, spell, and trap cards your opponent controls. If you guys don't know by now or haven't been really following my channel, I am a Utopia master. I use Utopia all the time, and to see a card that helps me use Utopia to get rid of my opponent's back rows is really good. So let's say if I have Utopia and I have Ray V, use Ray V's effect, destroys the monster, they lose total attack points, then activate this trap card, destroys Utopia, destroys their back row, and attack directly with Ray V. It's a safer way to go, and it's really good. So okay, so the next card, and the next card is Skill Prisoner. Well, okay, let's examine a picture. I think that's a grave Skull Servant. And that's one of the old classic cards right there. That Emperor getting his power sucked. Don't remember his name. And the effect is target one card you control. This turn, negate any monster effect that targets that card. During either playing, I keep saying the wrong word. Do either player's turn, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Target one card you control. This turn, negate any effect, monster effects that target that card. So basically, this card protects your monster or cards from monster effects. And not only does it work the turn you activate it, but it works the turn after. Not the turn. Wait. Yeah, and also the turn after. So it's a double protection 2 turns in a row. It's raining, so don't mind the rain in the background. Yeah, so it's basically double protection for 2 turns from monster effects, which is really good. And on to the next one. Tackle Crusader. It's a really weird card, but it fits my deck, you know, level 4. Usually I run Warriors, but this is a rock, but my deck's forever changing. So yeah, its effect is, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can activate one of these effects. Effect 1. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Change that target to face-down defense. Effect 2. Target one face-up spell/trap card your opponent controls. Return that target to hand. This turn, your opponent cannot activate cards or effective cards with the same name as the card returned to the hand by this effect. This card is really good. You set in defense mode and you bait your opponent into attacking you. Once your opponent attacks you, not only can you just send it into face down defense, which would save you from getting attacked from another monster, or if it's weaker in defense position, you can just blow through it on your turn. Or if there's a trap card that's really annoying you, then you could return that back to the hand, and your opponent cannot activate any other card with that same name. So it's like, let's say, I don't really know any good trap cards like that right now, but this card has really potential. So on to the next card. Number 101, Silent Honor Arc Knight, or other, or also known as Shark Knight. And it's very generic, just 2 level 4 monsters, so any 2 level 4 monsters can summon it. And its effect is you can detach 2 Exceed materials from this card, target 1 face-up attack position special summon monster your opponent controls, attach it to this card as an Exceed material. You can only use the effect of number 101 Silent Arcanite once per turn. If this face-up card on the field would be destroyed, you can detach 1 Exceed material instead. This card is a freaking beast. Not only can you take out your opponent's top card, but if it would get destroyed by a battle, you can detach 1 and prevent it. This card is freaking amazing. And it's gonna be really hard to go against this card, because now a lot of people are gonna start playing it when it come out. And it's gonna make the game kind of, I don't know what to say. But the rain is getting heavy, my people. I'm really sorry. I have no control of the weather. I just decided to do it. It was sunnier when I started, but now it's raining. Yeah, but on to the next card. Number C101, Silent Honors Dark Knight. This card looks freaking amazing. Look at that. Looks nothing related to the Arcanite. So, you know, we can all rank this up using Shark Knight in a rank up magic card. And once per turn, you can target 1 special summon monster your opponent controls. Attach that monster to this card as an Exceed material. When this card is destroyed while it has an Exceed material, you can special summon this card from your graveyard, gain the life points equal to its original attack points, and if summoned this way, this card cannot attack for the rest of the turn. You must have 101 Silent Honors Arcanite in your graveyard to activate and resolve this effect. So now, remember how I was saying Arcanite was really beast, but this is even more beast, because you get to do the same thing, but without the cost of using 2 Exceed materials. And when this card is destroyed with Exceed, you get to special summon and gain 2,800 life points. That's freaking amazing. Even though it can't attack, a 2,800 beater and 2,800 life points increased. That's freaking crazy. So we all know that the Silent Honor Arcanite and Silent Honor Dark Knight are gonna be the 2 main cards in Legacy of the Valiant that most people are gonna have to watch out for. Well, it's on my card wish list, so you already know I'm gonna get it. I'm about to spam this combo. And the last and final card. And the last card is number 69. Heraldry Chaos Crest. This card doesn't really look that much different than the original, but let's look at its stats though. Rank 5, which is to be presumed because the other one was rank 4. 4,000 attack points. That is the highest on a rank 5 card I've seen, and the effect is nothing to make fun of either. The effect is when an opponent monster declares an attack, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. Not traps, not monsters, all cards. That is freaking crazy. Like, your opponent would be defenseless for a 4,000 attack point directly. That is freaking amazing. And if this card has number 69 Heraldry Crest as an Exceed material against this effect. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Exceed material from this card. Tag a 1 face-up Exceed monster your opponent controls. This card gains the attack points equal to that monster's original attack points. Also, the name, also this card's name in the original effect becomes the same as that monster. These changes last until the end phase. This monster's power, it's probably gonna get banned if it's used a lot, cause this card's effect is like wow. Not only does it destroy all your monsters, all your opponent's cards if your opponent declares an attack, but if your opponent has an exceed monster, you get to gain its attack points and also its effect until the end phase. The game is changing, people. Legacy of the Valiant is no joke. The game's changing. It's for real. It's for real. And that's my Legacy of the Valiant card wishlist part 2. I don't know if there'll be a part 3, but we'll see. And that's all, folks.